Hoping for the best tonight, guys, but by the end of the day, the St. Louis region could have damage and power outages from the storm. That's why Missouri's governor has declared a state of emergency to get tools and crews ready to respond. We here at First Alert 4 are also, of course, getting you ready. Corey Stark live with some stuff that you might not always think about carrying or having with you, Corey.
Yeah, Sammy, you're going to hear us talk a lot about it today, preparedness. And some of the items I have in front of me, maybe you've seen these things before, you heard this before, but because of the severity risk here and because these nighttime storms could be when it's dark out. I mean, that's a different element to this. We want to make sure that you are prepared at home. The first thing I want to talk about is a safe place to go inside of your home. If we want to put up this full screen, this diagram of a house, of course, a basement is ideal. But if you don't have a basement, go to the lowest level to an interior room of your home, no windows. That could be a bathroom or maybe a closet. You just want to protect yourself from any of the exterior walls and windows. And if you live maybe in an apartment building or you're going to be at work, make sure you know the safety procedures for that particular building that you're in. That's going to be really key as these storms move through tonight. Let's talk about some of the items I have in front of me. The first one being a NOAA weather radio. It's a really important tool that maybe you have at home, maybe you don't, but if you do have one, make sure that you've tested it and that it is tuned into your local station. Also, an alternative to that is your cell phone. I think a lot of us, most of us have cell phones. Have those notifications on. We talked about the First Alert 4 weather app. That is an awesome tool. If you have those alerts turned on, they are very specific for your location. So those alerts will send to your phone, and it's a good way to track the storms and if there's any danger coming your way. Another thing that we want to talk about is flashlights. Pretty basic, but these nighttime storms, you may need a flashlight, and it's like my house, maybe it doesn't have batteries. So maybe it's a good time right now to make sure your flashlights have batteries and that they're working. Maybe you have a couple on hand in your house. Another thing that I don't always think about is boots. And it doesn't have to be boots. It could just be a really sturdy shoe. Because think about it, if you have damage at your home or wherever you are, you're going to want to protect your feet if you have to navigate over any kind of glass or any kind of debris that may have fallen. So a good sturdy pair of boots is always good to have, or a sturdy pair of shoes. First aid kit, self-explanatory here, but if there's any injuries to deal with or anything that you have to bandage up or take care of, a first aid kit. And lastly here, it's a blanket. In your safe place, your safe room that you're at, if you put this blanket over your head, that's going to protect you for any kind of maybe glass that might be falling or any kind of other debris that I mentioned. So all these things, just things to think about and be prepared now so that later on tonight, if the storms do potentially pack what we think it may pack, you're ready to go. Sam?
Well, you don't want to be thinking about that in an emergency. You want to have all those pieces ready to go so that you can get to your safe place and have what you need when you get there. Good ideas there, Corey. Thank you. Another thing you can do with your cell phone or even your tablet, get it out now. You can open the camera, scan the code that's on your screen. If you don't already have the First Alert 4 weather app, the code will help you download it. Once you have it, make sure you have notifications turned on as well as the tracking so we can send you the first alert as weather changes. No matter where you go, you'll also be able to stream our coverage and take us with you wherever you are.